Hello everybody and welcome back to a cozy Christmas collaboration challenge. This is week 2. So last week's challenge was to make some layered tags. So we made these beautiful ones last week. Lots of pockets, lots of tucks on both sides of the tags. This week's challenge is kind of a build on that. So we're looking at something that could be used as a Happy Meal. It's going to have layers and pockets and flip outs. So let's share with you the freebies, because as always there will be freebies to go with the challenge as well. So the freebies for the challenge are these. So this is the first page from myself. Obviously Nathalie from LineDotArrow will also have her own. So we've got a series of, again, tags, but I'll show you how these go together because they are laid out like this on purpose. So that's my first page. And then the second page to go with this is this one. Have I got that upside down? Nope, I think that's the right way. So we've got, again, a series of pockets, and then we've got these odd shaped pockets, and they look odd because they fit onto this in a particular way. But I'll show you that again in a moment, just so you can see what I mean. But those two will help with the challenge. If you watched the last video, you will know that in addition to those freebies, which you can find in the LineDotArrow Facebook group or in my Kofi page, all will be linked down below. There are also 4 other Facebook groups that are also hosting these challenges, and to give a shout out and a thanks to them, they have their own exclusive freebies. So the freebies I'm about to show you now are only available in those Facebook groups. They will not be on my Kofi. They will not be in the LineDotArrow Facebook group. They will only be available in these Facebook groups. So the first one is for the Junk Journals, Tutorials and More Facebook group. And this is the freebie for this week. So a series of different words in stars, and there's kind of like a music paper background in each of the stars. So that's for the Junk Journaling, Tutorials and More Facebook group. After that, this is for the Sweet Pea Papers Facebook group. And it's a little bit similar, but the stars are larger, and this time they have either some little Christmas sayings or bits of songs. And then again in different sort of colours, again with that star and the music paper background. But that's only available in the Sweet Pea Papers Facebook group. The next one is for the Two Sisters Jam Facebook group. And we have this. We've got a series of different washi tapes at the top, some smaller ones down here, and then a couple of banners that could be used as well. We have this one from Haystack's Crafty Corner. Again, like I said, same sort of style, it's just different patterns on there. So we've got 3 large washi tapes, 3 smaller ones, and again 2 banners that you could use. So like I said, all of those are only available in those Facebook groups. Right, so back to this one then. So as I said, you'll get 2 pages. The first one is the tags that are kind of arranged, some of them being upside down. I'll show you what I mean by that in a moment. We've got a couple of little colour parts. This one's mostly pockets and some more tags, and then a little fussy cut of a deer as well. So what I was thinking with this one, because as I said, Nathalie and I, when we were thinking about the challenge, we were thinking layers of pockets and flips and that kind of a thing. So I created this. And this is how it kind of looks when it's together. Now this is only a prototype, so it's not decorated. I might do a little bit of decorating in this video if there's time towards the end. But just to kind of show you what I was thinking when I created it. So I've just got this ribbon closure, and you would have seen me use this ribbon throughout the other bits and pieces that I've made as well. So the idea is that this kind of tag booklet opens up like this. We've got a pocket that fits in there and that has one of the tags in. It then opens out. We've got another pocket with a tag in. There's space for journaling in there. This one then flips up, and this is why you've got those strange pockets, because they're upside down. So we've then got our tag in there, and then this flips out. We've got another one of those pockets, and again one of the little cutter parts in there. So that was my vision. So if you kind of look at this, it's that. And then all I did was just print double-sided. So I picked one of the collage pages from my kit just because it made a bit more sense. Actually, I think this was one of the freebies from last week. But yeah, so that's essentially what it is. I've cut it out. And then the idea is that this is joined together. This one folds over and then folds down. This one folds in, and then you fold it together for a booklet. So as I said, it does need to be decorated some more. It does need a bit more adding to it, but that's as far as I got when I was kind of just thinking about the prototype. Again, it's nice and small, so it's great for happy mail. This could also be added to a journal, or it could just be a separate little mini thing on its own. Now, for this particular video, rather than making this again, as I said, I am going to decorate this, but I thought from last time, I still have a lot of these large tags. So I was thinking of utilising these and using these up to again do the same kind of thing. So I've still got that trifold as I have here. So I was thinking about again adding some bits flipping out and things, but it's just on a larger scale. So that's what I was thinking, because then it's kind of plays into the size of these tags that we made last time as well. So I'm going to put that one to the side as kind of my inspiration to kind of have a little look at. As I said, I've got these large tags. I have this one that I didn't use last time, so that will probably come in handy again today. I've also been printing lots of other bits off, so I have already cut out all of the stars and things that are the freebies this week. I have cut out a few of Nathalie's freebies as well from this week. And some elements from both Nathalie's kits and my kits, because I thought all of these would be really good on this kind of multi-pocket flip-out happy mail thing, whatever we're going to call it. So I've had my Cricut hard at work cutting some of these smaller and fiddly bits out. So that's those. Let's put those to the side, and that one. And those. I did reprint this trio of large tags because what I was thinking is on the inside of here was having these to kind of create the pockets on the inside. Now I have got pockets in the kits, but again I was just thinking it would be fun having a kind of tag shaped pocket. So I was thinking of having, as I say, the tag maybe going there, so you'll have a pocket back here, but then also then creating a pocket here. So like I said, it's multiple pockets. I also want some flip outs as well. I've obviously got two of these now, so I'll have to think about how I use them. I'm thinking I might not use her, but maybe have the patterned one in the middle and then these two on the outside. I am going to do some sewing. I have been sewing on my other elements, so I will be doing sewing on this one, but obviously if you don't want to sew, you don't have to. I'm just going to shuffle these back just so we've got a bit more space to kind of see what's going on. Actually, let's move those over to the side. That might be a bit better. Okay, so now we've got a little bit more space to see what's going on. So yeah, so I'm going to make some pockets out of those. And then I'm thinking where I'm going to obviously trim off, that could almost make a little pocket above, or I use her to make some pockets. That might be an option as well. Now I do have these which I want to use. I really love the windows on them. These are both from Nathalie's part of the kit. I'm just trying to think of how tall I want these pockets. Okay, so I think I want them coming down a little bit further than what I originally thought. So originally I was going to have them up here so that the V shapes in line, but I think I'm actually going to bring it down a bit further, just so I've got a deeper pocket for when I kind of bring it up here. So yeah, so maybe about there. So what I'm going to do, so this isn't white, while I do not mind the white, I am going to stick some paper over that just so it's a bit more decorated. I'm thinking out of all of those, actually, I'm quite liking this one. So I think I'm going to go with that one as a background. So all I'm going to do, and again, I am going to sew around. So I'm just going to use a glue stick just to literally stick that straight down onto there. And I'm obviously not going all the way down the page because I don't need to. So I'm literally just kind of drawing a line with my glue, and then that's going to be where the edge of this page goes. So I'm just going to move that up, line that up roughly where my glue line is. And then just smooth that down. Okay. Right, I'm going to let that dry for just a moment. I'm going to get rid of those tags as well for a moment, and I'm going to work on these because these obviously need to be folded. So this one does have a little dotted line so you can kind of see where it's got to be folded. So again, just trying to line it up, create that fold. I'm just going to trim that round there, just so that's going to fold a little bit easier. Okay, so that's that bit folded. Now we've got to carefully try and fold over this part. So again, we've got that dotted line just to kind of help see where we're folding. I do apologise for the lighting. Yesterday in my video I said I was freezing cold. We've had lots of ice but not snow. Well, today we woke up to snow. So I've already been outside building a snowman with my daughter. And now we've all defrosted a little bit. I thought I'd come and do some crafting, although my hands are still absolutely freezing. Still not quite recovered. Okay, so just going to line that up a little bit better. Okay, and then that will fold over there. I might just need to trim off those a little bit. So I'm just going to bring that down slightly lower. And on that side. And that just makes that easier for that part to close. Now there is a little bit of a white strip there. I'm not worried about that because I'm actually going to create a hinge. So this hinges off the page as well. So that's that one done. Right, this one hasn't got a fold line, but I kind of want it to kind of line up, and I assume it's a mirror image. I haven't actually tried this before. I don't think it is quite a mirror image, is it? That's fine. So I'm just going to fold it in half then. It doesn't seem to be quite a mirror image. Okay, so you have got a little bit of white showing on each side, but that's not a problem. That's that folded over. And then what I'm going to do, just where those white edges are, again, just very lightly with this, just going to go around that edge. Doesn't need to be too much, it's just to kind of stop it from looking quite so white. And then it kind of blends in now, doesn't it? So that looks so much better already. So I'm just going to flip it over and do the same on the other side. So again, just gently inking. It does not need to be too heavy. It's just so that when you kind of see the other side peeking through, it kind of then blends in. Okay, much better. Okay, love that. So the only thing that I am deciding with this one is whether to make it a pocket. So I'm thinking of using it on this bird tag. Now this is quite funny actually, because this is my bird tag. This is obviously from my kit and this is from Nathalie's, but how perfect are those birds together? I just think that looks absolutely beautiful. So I'm thinking of attaching that maybe there, and then having that as a pocket with a window. So I'm thinking of doing that. Yeah, right, this should be dry, so I think I'm going to cut around this. Okay, so that's better. I've just given it a little bit of a trim because I had some rough edges. So that's going to be that. Now we were going to use these pockets, weren't we? So I'm going to use her for something else. So I was going to have this one this side, this one in the middle, and that one that side. And I think with that background they look quite good. So I'm going to do a little bit of inking, just to, again, define those tags a little bit. Now I'm obviously not going to do the bottom because they are going to get cut off. So let's just figure out how low we want those pockets. So perhaps about there. So I'm just going to draw a little line. Okay, so I've got that one on top and I'm going to use that one as my guide, so they're all going to be the same height. Now you can of course play around with this, so you could have had one tag being higher, slightly lower, so it cascades down. You could have the one in the middle higher and the two on the sides lower. You can play around with this however you like. This is just how I'm going to do it. So now I've cut the end off, I can now ink down here at the bottom. And I'm going to do the same for each of these. Okay, so I have gone around and inked the tags. I've also inked around the edges of these large tags as well. And then the cut-offs, this one I'm going to create a kind of side tuck here. This one, which is obviously the bottom of here, I'm going to make a pocket there. And then this one, I was thinking of using this kind of checkered envelope. So I've just had a bit of Christmassy paper set to the side that actually happens to be a tartan kind of thing. And so I've just created a little hinge for that. And what I'm going to do is when this all gets stuck down together, that's going to go underneath there. And then obviously when that's folded down, that will just go around there like that. So I've just created a little hinge. All that is that's just 1/2 inch of paper. Half of it I've stuck in here, and then the other half is obviously just folded over. I used some of the same paper that I used back here just to pop in there, so that when you close the window there's at least something behind there rather than a white circle. So again, I am going to do some sewing, so I don't want to glue everything down just yet, but that will go on there. So obviously we've got the tri-fold flipping out, but then obviously you've got this envelope also flipping off of this pocket. So that will be in there. That one's a side tuck. Then you've got that one there. Then on the front of this one, this isn't going to flip out, as I've said. What I'm going to do is, which way round did I want it? I think it was that way, wasn't it? So this is going to go on here. Again, I will do some sewing around, but this will then be a side tuck there. And then that will fold over, although because it's going to be quite bulky, I'm thinking that might have to go in there. And then that's going to be then the front. So that's what you're going to see on the front. Then we've got this on the back. Do I want to use her? I'm thinking I may cut around here and make this a bit of a tuck spot. Or I may just use this to put the closure on, so I can put some ribbon around there, and then that can hold the whole thing together. I think I'll do that, and then I can save this for another project. So I think before I do my sewing, I need some acetate. So let's get that ready. Now I know this is going to be difficult for you to see. Hopefully you can still see though, because there is a bit of a glare from the acetate. But all I'm going to do is just measure how much I need. About there. About that much. And about that much. Okay, so that should fit in there. So at least when I sew around, that will all get attached. Oh, I've still done it a bit too big. I just need to trim a little bit off the bottom. Perfect, so I'm going to sew around that. That's that one, and then I also need a window in this one too. So again, I don't need too much. So that little bit's now a bit too small. And then perfect, that bit's going to go in there. And again, I'll sew around so that will all be attached, and then we'll have a window in there. Right, I'm going to whiz off to my sewing machine then and sew those bits on, and then we can figure out some extra decorations and things that we're going to do. Right, okay, so that's all of my sewing done. So as you can see, I've sewn all the way around the edge. This is now sewn in, and I've sewn around the envelope. So we've got a nice windowed pocket there, we've got a pocket there, pocket down there, and then obviously each of these are pockets as well. They fold in on one another, and then I did go a little bit wrong on the back. You can see my ribbon slipped when I was sewing, which is a little bit annoying, but not the end of the world. We can always cover that up a little bit on the back, but then that will obviously tie on the front. But before we do that, I was going to make this a pocket. So what I'm going to do is just glue around these three edges and then stick that there, and then that will be a side pocket there. So I'm just going to glue these bits. Whoops, take the pin out, that might help. Okay, and then line that up on here, and that's going to go on the front. Okay, so now we've got the fun part of adding some extra bits of decoration. So obviously we've still got this one to decorate as well. Now I have got lots of bits and things that could be tucked into places. That obviously already has bits tucked in, but we now have an envelope and 5 pockets. So let's have a look. So we've got a naughty list, and this is quite a cute long one actually. That could maybe go in somewhere as well. And I thought we had a nice list. Where's that gone? There you are. So we've got a nice list as well. So actually I'll take that one out. Maybe we can have the naughty and the nice list together. In there. Then we're going to need obviously a taller tag for at the back. Now I did have some tall ones still. So we've got the bells. Obviously we'll add all ribbons and bits in a moment. This one might look quite nice in here with the green because it then ties with that one. And then the last one, we can maybe then have Santa peeking out. Then we need something to go inside of here. So again, I've got lots of these little cut aparts that I've got. So I've got some smaller tags, although I think they're probably a bit too big still. Oh, that'll fit in perfectly. So this one's from Nathalie's kit. That will fit in nicely. So I'm just going to a bit of ink around the edge. I mean, it is quite brown, but it's just the very edge, just taking that white where it's being chopped up. And that should fit quite nicely in there. Lovely. And then we've got the little Christmas tree. These little deer are quite cute, aren't we? We've got a deer and we've got Santa. Maybe they can go in there. And we do need something for in here. Okay, so going to be too tall. What else have we got? What size is that? Again, slightly too tall, I think. It needs to be something a bit thinner. Let's have a look. Are you... So you could possibly go in there, but you're going to get a bit lost. So I need a tab. Let's see if we can make a quick little tab. So I've got the whale tail tab, so I'm just going to use one of these. I might use this tartan one actually. It's a bit of a shame that we're kind of going over the ear, but that's okay. That's not too much of a problem. So let's just ink that. And on the other side. And ink around that one. I don't think I've got anything else that fits, so we'll go with this. Just going to put that right up at the top. And as that slides in there, we've got the cute little deer face, but I've got a tab then to be able to still pull it out. Okay, so that's those. I need something else to go back in here then. We can have that little sledge tag. Okay, so that's all of the pockets full. So again, just some smaller bits of decoration. So let's get rid of those. Right, okay, so let's get to decorating. So I really love this moon with her on. So I'm thinking I'm going to use her here. So I am just going to ink around the edge, just to make her pop out from that background. And then I'm thinking of popping her on there. Again, good old faithful, do I want some cheesecloth as well? I think I do. You know I love me some cheesecloth, so let's just bunch that up a little bit. Make it a bit more tatty. I mean, it doesn't have to be a great deal, just a little bit of something. So, a bit of glue down the bottom, just to kind of add that cheesecloth. And then we can glue the rest. Just popping that down there. We've got the cheesecloth up the edge. That still folds over. I'm just thinking if I want something down here. So let's see what else we've got. Got this gorgeous little deer. And then, oh, Natalie had this typewriter. I do love a typewriter. And then she had these flowers and an angel. So again, we've got an angel there, so maybe not on that one. Oh, and I've got the star that says angel. I think you're going to go there. And what else have we got? Oh, that's cute. I love that. That was a little pine cone. Okay, so maybe I can have the typewriter and the pine cone and the flowers at the back and have it situated like something like that. So let's move those forward. So flowers going there. Then it was the typewriter. And then the pine cone. And these are all from Nathalie's kit. As I said, I can't remember if they're from the kit or from the freebies, but if you check out Nathalie's videos, you'll be able to see which part of the kit that's from. So we've got that then. That's really cute. I love that. Feeling this needs something, so I'm thinking maybe Christmas. And then I've got these things, so I'm thinking I might put little red ones on there. You can see lots of the glue at the moment, but it does dry clear, so you won't see that once that's all dry. So I'm just going to close that up before I end up scattering those everywhere. Okay, then we've got these bits which I think look okay. Maybe we can put something else down here. So what else have we got? 'Tis the season. Dashing through the snow. The magic of Christmas. I'm on the naughty list. Well, we do have a list in there, don't we? So do we want the naughty list? Maybe we have the naughty list on there then. What else have we got in here? Then we've got the little candy canes. I think maybe those can go together then. So I obviously don't want to glue the top, because the top of the star is going to be poking up. So just that bottom part. Stick that on. And the little candy canes off to the side. Right. Oh, I do love this angel. We'll have to see where else we can pop that. Okay, so that's those. Santa I don't particularly want to touch. And then obviously that's got that on there, so that doesn't really need anything. Right, let's see if we can cover up my mess up on the back. We can't really, because then the wings are going to be in the way. But I do have this banner and this banner. So I could potentially pop those over the top. I've still got my little deer. What else have we got? Got a ticket in here. Whoops. Oh, we've actually got reindeer. I think I had a ticket back here as well. So I've got star. Sleigh, giving, poinsettia. Okay, where was that ticket back here? Okay, so I think I'm going to use these parts then actually. So just to kind of get that edge, I'm going to use these scissors. And then my crocodile just to kind of punch those corners. Okay, so ticket, reindeer, reindeer, something like that. That just helps cover up that little stitching error. That's the lovely thing about making junk journal related things. You can always fix mistakes somehow. Most of the time, just by covering it up. Awesome, so that is the back. So we've got this here. which pulls out. We've got the beautiful birds at the back, and then this lovely little reindeer that slots in there. Then as you open up, I'm on the naughty list. We've got our 2 naughty lists. This is going to need some string. So let's punch a hole. And I've got this string. Okay, so that's that one all finished. So as I say, we've got pocket, envelope, we've got another pocket with a little pocket down here, pocket, pocket, and that all flips out. And then we've got this at the front, and then we can tie it all together with this ribbon. As I say, the aim for this challenge was to make something that could fit in Happy Mail, so something that isn't too bulky. So that's still quite nice and thin. You've got lots of tags in there. You could potentially put again some tea stained paper in the pockets as well, just to add some extra journaling bits. But yeah, that's a fun little way to kind of send some Happy Mail that's all Christmassy. Right, this one we wanted to just add a little bit of decoration to, so let's have a look. I'm thinking maybe a Christmas banner on the front. We've got this angel again that I keep coming back to that I'm definitely going to use, I think. So let's have him on the front, but I want something at the top. Oh, snow. You work out quite well, don't you? Right, so let's stick you down. Then the word snow. Okay, so that's that. On the inside, I do really want to use this, so I think that's going to look pretty fabulous just there. Okay, so I am just decorating the bottom because you can use this as a small piece of journaling space, so I'm leaving that bit blank. Obviously we've got a tag and our pocket there. We could have something on the pocket. Again, it's got to be something quite small. Might leave that one. I'm going to leave that because I do want that as journaling space. This one I might put a little something on. Let's have a look. Sledge, that works out perfect because again we've got a sledge. So again, just going to do the bottom of the star, leaving the top because that will be poking up. Okay, that one will lift up. That's already got some decoration, so again, don't really want to do that. These could be used as journaling spots. So what I think I'm going to do is find some journaling paper. So I used these 2 pieces in my last project, and I think I'm going to use them here too, just to make like 2 little scrappies that can go on there. So we want them quite thin, don't we? About there. So let's move that over. Whoops. Let's put these away before I lose all of those. They can all go back in there. Pop those to the side. Okay, so let's have a look. Okay, so could do that. That's one. Let's make another one. Okay, so I think I'm going to put that there, fold it over, and then you can absolutely sew across the top just for speed, so this video isn't too long. I am going to just pop a staple in. I'm then going to add some ribbon across one of them. So that can go across there. Whoops. Okay, and that just gets stuck there, and then this last one, I'm going to use some of this. I'm just going to punch two little holes and thread this through. And tie a little bow. It does not have to be perfect. And there's that one. Again, just going to glue the back. Okay, so there are our two Happy Mail flip out multi-pocket tags. I'm just going to do one final flip through of them. So we've got this larger one. This is made up from other tags within the kit. So if you have the kits, you could make this using the tags. So on the front I used one of the elements from Nathalie's kit to create that pocket. It has a window, and on the other side you can see the beautiful birds. Then as we open up, we have a pocket here with our two naughty and nice lists, with a tag in this big pocket at the back. We've got the very happy Santa there, so I didn't want to cover him up. We've then got the beautiful angel, a Santa tag tucked in there. We've got this envelope which has a journaling card inside. little side pocket with a couple of little elements, as well as a larger tag again tucked at the back. And that's that one, and it's all closed and held together with this ribbon. And then on the reverse of this one, we just have that cute little deer and ticket on the back. Then for this little one, this is one that you can make with the freebies. So again, we have that ribbon closure. And then all I've done on the front to decorate that is use elements from the kit, and that's a freebie from this week. Then as you open up, we have a pocket with a tag. It's a gorgeous little angel. This opens out again. We've got a little bit of journaling space there, another pocket with a tag. This one then flips up. We have a pocket here with a tag. Down here we have a little scrappy notepad. Then as we flip this out, we've got another scrappy notepad and another pocket with an element from the kit. So again, a fun little happy mail, nice and small. It closes again nice and slim with the ribbon. I really hope that you have enjoyed this today. It's been fun putting these two together, and again playing around with different sort of tag shapes and how we can layer them. Again, if you are interested in purchasing the kits, the links will be down below. I'll also have all of the Facebook groups where you can go and pick up the freebies, as well as my Kofi shop and Nathalie's. It's been so wonderful seeing everybody taking part so far. Remember, if you are posting in the Facebook groups, to enter the prize draw, you must use the hashtag Cozy Christmas Collab. Thank you so much for watching today, and I will see you all in the next crafty video. Bye for now.